if this game ends up going the distance here. Simply the incoming. Welcome to Overgrowth for what might be the final game in this best of 5 semi-final. Spawning in the bottom left-hand position as the blue Protoss player representing Team Liquid.net. He has a mountain to climb. He's currently 2-0 down in this best of 5. It's MaNa. His opponent in the top right position representing Dead Pixels, ladies and gentlemen. Currently 2-0 up. We hopped into this series after 1-0. We've just seen a pretty good Game 2 from our Zerg player. He needs to win one more to go to London. Can we do it? It's true. And that's a pretty early pool. We are not messing around, ladies and gents. True wants to finish this right here, right now. Well, are we going to be seeing a Nexus first coming out of MaNa? No. We do have the gateway going down. And we have the probe scout behind it. But the spawning pool has now completed. And we have the first pairs of Zerglings already in production for our Dead Pixels player. And this probe actually isn't going for a direct scout. He's first checking the gold base. And this could mean that it takes him a little while longer to work out what's going on. The first 6 lings are already out. Okay, the probe is going to walk past them. He'll know, and he knows. 6 Zerglings are coming out. Instant panic station. Second pylon going down. He's been in this position before. He's going to try and defend it as best he can. A good wall off there. Nice little Sim City inside the main base. He's going to want to get the Mothership Core out as quickly as possible. Photon Overcharge kills this potential rush. Instant Zealot coming out now, and he's actually rallying it to within his mineral line as well. He knows how important this is going to be. More Zerglings coming out. True is not droning behind this just yet. He's now getting a Queen. He's going for that gas as well, just in case he's able to get for a follow-up. And here comes the Zealot alongside a good number of probes as well. The Zealot getting really low though, and just about surviving with the Zealot. And it's now 3 Zerglings versus 4 probes at the moment. Actually, MaNa doing a tremendous job right now, not losing a single worker as I understand it. Let me take a look. 2 workers killed for True so far. So just about getting away with a little bit of damage, but MaNa, like a champ, managing to hold that. Very, very well done by him there. Oh, is he going to be able to get this Zealot? Well, the second one's also really low, but there are only 3 Zerglings left, and MaNa definitely holds. It's 25 to 17 supply. It's 17 probes to 13 drones, and the natural expansion has not yet been taken. Are we going to see this drone go out to the gold? We are indeed. I mean, he knows he's behind, and True needs to try and do something funky to get back into this game, so he will take the gold base. There's a potential bit of counterattack coming in from MaNa. I tell you what, if he just forces the cancel at this gold, that's pretty big as well. So let's see how far he gets with this. We only have a Queen for defense here. Zergling speed is only just started, and there are 6 lings en route, but these are 2 Zealots. They're pretty beefy. And I actually prefer just attacking the gold base. Oh, okay. I've just seen the click. And I think MaNa suspects. He's like, hang on a second. There's no natural expansion here. Right. Forget trying to deal with the queens. Forget trying to deal with any potential static defense. I've got the gold, mate. And if this hatchery cancels, well, a 1-base Zerg versus a 2-base Protoss, True is going to find himself needing another game if he wants to take this. And yeah, this is getting cancelled 110%. No question about it. And this is going to be the final attack. A stream of lings moving through. There is the cancel. The drone tries his best to get away, just delaying these units for as long as possible. And, well, the follow-up attack is going to be spotted. This probe is going to be moving back in. Now we've got a Stargate on the way. Warp Gate research is nearly done. We have a second gateway. Going to try and do a little bit of Sim City. And I think we just need to defend, really, at the moment. Some good probe micro. I mean, the Zerg is on 1 base, guys. Don't forget. So we should just be coming back with our army here and saying, no, I'm going to stay on a decent number of bases. What are you going to do about it? Continue probe drill. It looks like True's strategy is just to kill off as many workers as he can because he knows the army is coming home. He's not trying to cancel the natural expansion anymore. Warp Gate research should be complete. Now we have an Oracle coming out now as well. And there is the Photon Overcharge. That is going to eventually kill off all of these Zerglings. And the number of workers is 19 to 14. And MaNa still has this natural expansion. It looks like it might actually get picked off, but it's still against a one-base Zerg. True continuing to go all in. He's saying, look, I am not willing to concede defeat unless you can kill every single larva worth of army that I've got here. And that is a very, very valid sentiment right now. More probe drilling coming in from MaNa. Is it going to be enough? The Oracle, he needs the Oracle. He's actually moving out offensively with the Oracle, but more Zerglings are coming in. I feel like he could have used these defensively. Maybe it's not going to matter in the end. I mean, the workers basically aren't dying. It's still 15 workers versus 15, and a second hatchery isn't being built, so maybe this Oracle just finishes the game off. But if that's a Spore Crawler, and it is, there's a chance this Oracle does no damage. And True is taking the other gold base as well, so he's definitely not leaving the end. And that's what I was talking about. Imagine if we had an extra 3 or 4 probes here, and the Oracle just killed off all the links. I would have liked that a lot, because now True is actually in the worker lead. He's 19 versus 18 after all that. That's what happens when you keep doubling up, guys. This guy lost at roulette. He went for red. His number came out black, so he doubled up and went red. Lost again, so he doubled up and went red. And eventually, he won. And, well, he's now more or less even on worker supply. He's taking his opponent's gold base. Has MaNa seen that? Okay, MaNa at least has seen that, and he's taking his natural as well. I mean, MaNa is still in a great position here, but he's really being made to work for this. And I think this gold, there's not too much chance, but at the same time, if Lings stream into the base like this, MaNa might actually be in a situation where he's really, really risking his ability to comfortably win this game. More and more Lings are coming in now. More probes going down as well. This single Zealot is getting very low indeed. I mean, this is good positioning. But these Lings are now coming in. It looks like the Zealot might get attacked as well. A lot of mining time is actually going down here. Yes, the gold gets taken out. And all of a sudden, True is going to be able to stabilize at his own natural. This is... I mean, this is incredible. Just non-stop aggression from what would initially, I think most people would just agree, is a simple losing position from True. He's just constantly upping the ante in MaNa and putting him under so much pressure that MaNa's just having to run all over the place just to do basic stuff. He's now back up to 18 versus 18 workers. Crucially, the natural expansion hatchery is complete. This Oracle isn't going to get too much damage done. It's going to try and take out this Queen, but there's a Transfuse available from this guy here. Transfuse! There we go. Last second, and all of a sudden the Oracle is down at 7 hit points. At least killing off a larva. That's a nice touch. But MaNa's going to have to transition now. And a third hatch is coming down. I can't believe I'm seeing this, guys. True. So much cliffhanging, True. So much. You've been dangling off the edge of a building for so long. And now you finally get both arms up over the edge. You're hauling yourself on top. I mean, he could do it. These Zerglings are just so dangerous right now. 3 sentries could just get picked off at any time. And True is just squeezing out little advantages here and there. Thinking about kicking off that pylon. Deciding against it at the end. MaNa's confined to 2 bases. True now has 3. He's got a Roach Warren on the way. I'm not making this up, guys. It's the standard 12-minute Roach Warren off of no tech. And, you know, the natural expansion at the Nexus, it'll complete at around the 13.5-minute mark. Again, nice and standard here in game number 3. A lot of excitement today in the Gfinity StarCraft Masters European Qualifier. And, well, if this ends up being the last game, it certainly is continuing all the way until the end. What an insane series of events we've seen in this game. MaNa's now moving out. He's got 4 Zealots, a Stalker, and 3 Sentries here. And, well, it's not exactly a world-beating army composition right now, but it is an army that's larger than True's. True can't afford to drone up too much. He must know that his opponent has an army ready and waiting to take him down. I think he might have caught a glimpse of that just now. And we need to see the roaches gathering up here. I think MaNa's doing the right thing, just focusing down the hatchery to begin with. He doesn't want additional larvae to pop. He has to be a bit careful. The roach is actually targeting down. Okay, has he got enough energy for... Is he going to recall after killing off the hatch? Yes, he is. Okay, cool. Killing the hatchery and recalling is an excellent decision by MaNa. So now it's 2 base versus 2 base. We're going to see the 3rd base instantly get put back down by True. So he's had 3rd bases here, here, and here this game. Guys, I hope you're not playing a drinking game where every time a base goes down you take a shot. Because by the end of this series you could be in an awful lot of trouble right now. I do love the JoRoSaR StarCraft drinking games. Luckily we don't have the every time a Terran lifts a building take a shot. It is the ZVP after all. And we're certainly not introducing silly rules like every time you see a force field, no, 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 no. That guarantees getting people killed. Alright. Double Evo Chamber coming out at home. We've got the layer now on its way as well. Things are looking surprisingly normal if you just completely ignore the timer on the left-hand side of your screen. We have a Vawad Ray coming up now from MaNa. He is stuck on 2 bases. The 3rd, a little bit dangerous to take right now because of the potential of roaches. And we can see True potentially coming in here, saving the skin of these Zerglings, trying to force the force fields out. So he wanted the force fields to be here so that the roaches come in and mop up the sentries. Not quite able to make that work. Doing his best to prevent the army from going back inside the main base. Borderline doing it, actually. Needs to be careful. And now we're actually seeing a position where True might have overextended a little bit. MaNa coming forward and picking apart these roaches, actually with minimal losses. Really nice micro there. I mean, it did take True overextending, but credit where credit is due. MaNa handled that beautifully. He needs to do that a couple more times, though, I think. He's not out of the woods just yet. 59 versus 44 workers is where we currently stand. The army supplies are relatively even, and True is now taking this threat of counterattack very seriously indeed. 3 spine crawlers are coming down. We have an Oracle to help. Now, if a bunch of Zerglings just join in this battle, it could end up being really, really useful for him. He's waiting. He's saving the Oracle for when we see Zerglings. Are they coming in from the back to pick off the sentries? That's what he's waiting for, but it's only going to be roaches here. And as a result, the Oracle is going to be less useful than he thought. And actually, that's quite a lot of roaches. I think MaNa's going to have to give this one a miss for now. 10 more roaches on the way. We have the Twilight Cancel en route as well as the Robo from MaNa. So he might try some sort of follow-up attack in the near future. He's going to clear out his 3rd base. Ooh, this has been spewing gunk for a little while. So True doing a good job of stopping this from being taken. Are we going to see the gold? Are we going to see the gold? Nah, we're not going to see the gold. MaNa's going to try and play this safe. 89 versus 119 supply. This counterattack shouldn't do too much to MaNa because by the time they get around, MaNa should have had enough warp-ins that this is comfortable. In fact, True is running the risk here of overextending and having these sentries basically box him in, especially if this Void Ray stays hidden. I'd love if the Void Ray stays there. You see the roaches in this kind of position. Sentries box them in comes the Void Ray. Robert, your father's brother. A little bit of damage coming out from the Oracle. 2 kills, 22 hit points left. Still able to make some use of it later on, once its shields regenerate. And we have a little bit of a hit squad here from True. And, well, let's see how much damage it can do against the 3rd. I mean, the army's here. He's not going to be able to do anything. Now, we've got pathogen glands behind this, so believing in the Infestor once again. True actually committing to this, wanting to trade off as much as he can. Well, I guess he might as well at the moment. He does enjoy that healthy supply advantage right now. He's going all the way up to Hive. He started +2/+2. And once he starts getting Infestors out on the field, this could get tricky indeed. Blink is on the way, but Templar Archive is almost done, guys, and Storm can definitely turn this game around. True trying to continue to press forward here. He's temporarily got a very, very big supply advantage. He really needs this Void Ray to do a lot of work against the Roaches. The Prismatic Alignment is doing fantastically at the moment, but look at these numbers. More Zerglings streaming in. Is this 3rd base very simply going to go down? We need some more Warpins here from MaNa to support this. Maybe a bunch of Zealots, actually, to support the units on the ground. The Void Ray is doing so well, but it's the only unit unopposed right now. He's going up to 4 kills on it, continuing to down out the Stalkers. More Lings reinforcing, and no Zealots to be found. No reinforcing units here from this pylon at the moment, and MaNa is getting the Oh, he's getting the Nexus surrounded. Unfortunately, the Nexus cannon is just way too late. And we didn't see those warp-ins. In fact, one of the gateways currently unpowered in the natural. And True is just going to move back and say, alright, time to get me some derp festers. He's playing this so smart, so precisely. Now, Auric Lol is going to be able to get 7 kills. Again, not the amount of damage he wanted. He needs to do more than that at this point because the 4th base is going down right now and the 3rd getting cancelled is a big, big blow to Liquid MaNa. The Void Ray up to 10 kills over here, but realistically he needs an engagement to end all engagements. MaNa, I think, needs to be thinking about deathballing this right now. And True, well, if I were him, I would just be thinking about trading non-stop to prevent that deathball from occurring. Ooh. Oh, excellent amount of damage from those Archons, by the way. Those force fields could have been a tad closer together, and maybe he would have gotten an extra half of them. But good start to the engagement there. Needs to conserve that force field energy, though, and continue to get his army supply up. MaNa at a very delicate position. He's over 30 supply down on his opponent. Psionic Storm is only just started. And that could just end up, well, could end up being the death of him if True decides to attack before that is complete. There's still quite a long way for it to go, but this is predominantly Zerglings, and this is predominantly splash damage as far as the Archons are concerned as well. So maybe that can keep the Zerg at bay long enough, but we're transitioning into chitinous plating, and, oh man, all of the upgrades, ladies and gents. I don't know. Adrenal glands, chitinous plating, Ultralisks on the way. I mean, that transition is pretty rough to have to deal with. Ooh, Oracle could kill off a lot of these guys. He's thinking about it. No, we're actually just going to be using Envision. Totes fine. And MaNa, well, he's now up to 125 supply. Storm's nearly complete. MaNa is very close to being able to get a respectable army here in the face of the Zerg forces. Storm is seconds away from completion, and the number of Zerglings in this army, and actually zoning out the Infestors as well, mean that MaNa can actually take a very, very good engagement here if True is not careful. Or if MaNa's not careful, this... I mean, he's opting to go forward against the Infestors and Queens. Now he sees the Ultralisk. Maybe he's rethinking. Oh, excellent feedback to start off with, though. Oh, beautiful. Before a single fungal growth goes down. So much usage out of those... Oh, man, that was beautiful. Who needs storms when you have feedbacks like that? But I tell you what, he needs a storm now. He needs one storm right here. So many Zerglings, so much DPS, and more Zerglings coming in. Archon's doing a tremendous amount of damage, though, and he's going to have to recall... That was a really good start to the engagement. Amazing feedback. So many Queens and Infestors going down. We cannot fault MaNa for how he handled that engagement at all. True simply has so much stuff. He's 60 supply ahead, and he's now moving into the 3rd base location. More warp-ins coming in from MaNa. He still has money. He's got 700 minerals in the bank, so he will be able to warp in Zealots to try and tank these. Unfortunately, the Ultras just do such a good job. Another great feedback on the Viper. Completely shuts it down. The Void Ray, is it targeting Ultralisk? Yes, it is. We have more units moving in from the back right now, and MaNa is just doing such a good job micring these Immortals like nobody's business, and he's doing so much damage to the Ultralisk. It's just that there's more stuff coming along. MaNa's doing a tremendous job with what he's got. The problem is he doesn't have much. And, well, the 3rd base Nexus holds, but look at this. We've got more units streaming in. I mean, MaNa... He's down to 80 supply versus 130. He can't resupply like this forever. And, yep, the Nexus is going to go down, possibly for the final time in this game. The Zerglings are now starting to overwhelm the Stalkers. This Void Ray, MVP, up to 16 kills. That's a lot of units that it's gone down. And he's killed off quite a few of those Ultralisks as well. But I think this time, it might be a bit too much. True. Booking his ticket to London here by the looks of things at the Gfinity StarCraft Masters EU Qualifier. Oracle coming back to help out with things as well, but there were just so many units. MaNa's on 2 bases. The main base is mined out. He is fast running out of options, and there are 4 bases left. for true. He's going to be able to move forward and take the gold as well, because MaNa doesn't really have an army left to speak of. It's 42 versus 23 supply as far as units are concerned. MaNa's going to stay in the game. He should fight to the bitter end. I mean, we saw how this game started, right? Goodness knows what can happen in StarCraft. He can try and turn this around, but it is getting increasingly difficult. There is no denying that. GG, he can't hold. This extra lot of Zerglings is too much, and Dead Pixels True, ladies and gentlemen, will be at the Gfinity StarCraft Masters 2 in London on the first weekend of May. Congratulations to him, commiserations to Liquid MaNa, and that concludes your semi-final here in the qualifier.